Lou Harris took up surfing 15 years ago when he moved to Rockaway, Queens.
I needed an outlet, and I saw people surfing up on Beach 90th Street, and I couldn't believe it. And I bought myself a cheap surfboard, taught myself how to surf.
I don't normally think about African-American surfing. When you first started, did you see a lot of us out there on boards?
No, not at all. There was maybe two. Actually, the guy who took me under his wing, his name is Brian B.J. James. He taught me the do's and don'ts and how to respect the ocean.
Lou always wanting to get more black kids involved in surfing, but it wasn't until learning about a tragic incident on the news that motivated him to take action.
About 4 or 5 years ago, there was a fire in Coney Island, and the fire was started by a 13-year-old kid. And when the police asked the kid why he set the fire, the kid said he was bored. So it blew my mind that this kid, because he was bored, that this officer died.
Lou contacted the Black Surfing Association in LA about starting an East Coast chapter, and right away, he hit the ground, or water, paddling.
This program is open to any kid, black, white, gay, straight, Muslim, Asian. If your parents don't have money to afford it, lessons, then Mr. Lou's there, and I'll do it for free.
And Mr. Lou, as he's known to the kids and parents, offers way more than just free surf lessons.
Free skateboarding, free cooking classes. Oh, as a matter of fact, last summer, I found out on the last day of surfing, one of my students' mother was a school teacher. So she said, Mr. Lou, you got to come to my school right here in Rockaway. You got to teach the kids about the water. I teach the kids, I tell them how to identify a riptide, how to get out of a riptide. I tell them to name me wildlife that's in the ocean, stuff like that.
We're in a moment right now where people need to interact. They need to communicate. And that in your small way, you're helping that with the Surfing Association.
Of course, it's bringing kids together.
Just last month, in the wake of coast-to-coast protests for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others, Lou decided to organize several Black Lives Matter paddle-outs.
Go into a circle, all right? Let's go. It was an incredible experience. Out of those 350, about 300 were white. And they were the ones that had the Black Lives Matter sign. And that blew my mind. We had people in the water chanting, people on the sand chanting. And then what this association has done is, and people keep telling me every day here in Rockaway, Manhattan, that what it does is it's bringing people together.
Lou, what do you get out of this?
It just makes me feel good because, one of my students, she came up to me a few weeks ago, actually right before COVID. And she said, Mr. Lou, I showed my friend what a riptide was. She didn't know what a riptide was before. Now she's showing her friend. So I saved her life. Now she's saving her friend's life. And her friend's going to pass that on. What I'm teaching these kids, this will last them a lifetime. 75% of youth drownings are African Americans. These are black kids. They don't know. So when one, African American kid can tell another one, it's a win-win for the BSA and for me.
I mean, you talk about paying it forward, guys. This thing has a real ripple effect, no pun intended. It really has the potential to just really spread out all across the country.
Mm-hmm. Any other year, Al, you would have been out on that surfboard.
Program. Yeah.
Yeah.